Well, hello, everyone. It's top 7 for January of 2021. How time has gone by. We needed to speak about resilience. I choose to speak about resilience today because we're going into another unique year. And what a wonderful opportunity for us to be purposeful, to share how we stay resilient. How do we overcome and make the trial and tribulations valuable? We're going to share our top 7, myself transparently, and some of the things we've talked to our clients about. First of the number 7 is music. I love music. Many of us do. We can connect and relate. And I'm going to share 2 songs that have really made a huge impact in my life. The first one is on the left. It's by Twyla Paris. Beautiful lady. Got to meet her in person. And the story behind it is this tape, yes, a cassette tape, was given to me by my neighbor because I ran away from home and I really needed some encouragement. It was really my first exposure to Twyla Paris, very young age. And the song was called, that I really resonated with the deepest, was called The Warrior is a Child. Check it out. Beautiful music, beautiful lyrics. And recently, on the right side is Matthew West, Truth Be Told. So many of us think that we need to present a mask, a stage, a lack of authenticity. And we're all real. We all have life happening. We all have situations or triggers, etc. So allow yourself not to always have it together. Allow yourself to be authentic and to be genuine and share with others as it's appropriate. It's not always appropriate, yet as it's appropriate, be real, be authentic. And that leads into that trigger I was sharing. So many want to tell people how to do something differently or how to get their attention. And more often than not, self discovery is a much more powerful way of getting connections to an item of transformation, whatever it may be. And I'm going to share a specific story I remember to this day that I'd shared with my daughter when she was in the teenage years. And I knew I wasn't going to reach her in any other way. And yet, she was still beginning the teenage years. So they were only daycare a short portion of that time. And yet there was a beautiful young girl, not featured in this picture, named Bailey. And my daughter Stephanie completely related with Bailey. And she always wanted to protect her. She helped care for her. She's just adorable little baby. And I said to her, young lady, you wouldn't allow Bailey to go touch a hot stove because you know that it could hurt her. You know that there's reasons for those boundaries. And that's what I work to teach as your mom. And it gave her a story to relate with. It gave her an experience that she could understand. And it gave her a heart that she was connected to because it would matter to her if Bailey was hurt. That's why it would matter to her, because she cared about her. And those are things that you have an opportunity to find for your own resilience. How do you connect with something? How will you self discover? How will you learn how to overcome this? And what stories would you relate with? And sometimes that's through a multitude of ways. I got exposed to the intentional creations after a couple years in coaching. I have an assessment now that's online, completely free to take. You can go through our resource page where the Habit Finder assessment, it was originally called the Intentional Creations when I got exposed to it years ago. And yet the Habit Finder uncovers your thought patterns at a depth that is quite amazing in less than 15 minutes, as long as you don't give it too much meaning or obstacles. Again, resilience. And the scrolls that Dave Blanchard incorporated into the Today I Begin a New Life book and a CD, as well as that are ingrained in Augmentino materials, specifically The Greatest Salesman in the World. These scrolls can be found in a multitude of resources, and they are powerful ways of reminding yourself that you do get to start a new day every day. You do get to choose to greet this day with love in your heart. You get to persist until you succeed. I choose to be nature's greatest miracle. I will live this day as if it's my last. I will be the master of my emotions. I will laugh at the world many times needed to be. I will multiply my value. I will act now and be in the present now. And I will pray for guidance. Those are all intentions that I choose and support and integrate and inspire. I also choose books as resilience tools, as many others do. I was speaking to many people about this. They just give perception and awareness and stories, as in this book, Today I Begin a New Life. The Observer's Chair, another great tool. Dave Blanchard wrote, Mount Equanimity. Bob Goff, what a writer and storyteller and Stephen Covey, one of my favorites, The Eighth Habit, is another a powerful book that is just one I recommend all the time with great awareness. The Infinite Game, something, and many other books by Simon Sinek. And of course, Gary Keller and Jay Papasan with All My Real Estate Agents. These are two, and Real Estate Investors, two major books I recommend at all for any business owner to consider. All these books, among many, many, many others. I have a library inside my head and on my bookshelves uh, for tools to keep reminders, keep yourself growing and learning and seeing new perceptions. This also causes resilience. The one that I'm being purposeful about 2021 with some of our intern, and all of us need to be purposeful, all businesses, all communities, all just countries for that matter. We get to one light and filter at a time, just like the glasses that I put on to filter my reading ability. I get to choose to understand that in races and ethnicities and religions and countries and identities, sexual orientations, abilities or disabilities, spoken languages, and any and all ages. We get an opportunity to include, to diversify, and to understand and connect. Opportunity for resilience. And most importantly, and I want to say that I skipped over one, is a formula that I really wanted to point out to you. I learned this my first year in coaching. And thankfully, in October of 2021, we will celebrate 10 years of One Light Ahead, fully ran as our business, and lots of thankfulness to so many people, books included. This particular quote and formula on the top of this is done actually by a book on behavior about abilities equals performance plus told or taught multiplied by motivation equals results. The major factor is that formula, performance plus told or taught by your motivation, is always trumped by your external influences. So what you surround your environment with will add or deplete to your energy. It is a key formula for awareness. Examples are family, team, culture, spouse, your world. And a simple equation that Miss Amy from Keller Williams gave me years ago to break down this equation is an event plus a response will equal an outcome. Our world has had a multitude of events happening, and how we choose to respond will equal our outcome. And that starts with every day in our own simple environment, whatever four walls you choose or whatever walls you don't choose, whatever that is, pay attention to your external influences. And finally, the driving cause to cause my resilience is that I get to look in the mirror and remember I'm the key ingredient. I am the energy, force, or purpose that drives what I get to do every day and who I get to serve every day. I get to guide light bulb moments because I believe in the gift that I've been given, the call I've been given, and the purpose I get to serve, whether that be for my family, my team, my community, the world. I look to inspire light bulb moments across our country. In 195 countries is when I know that I've completed my opportunity to serve. That drives my resilience. And I'd love to invite you to learn how we can help you with that, whether it be through our online courses. We've got some new ones coming up in this next month. We'll be sharing those. We've got a very powerful Masters League competition we've been running for years, making huge impacts. Within 6 weeks, we are seeing huge transformation for anyone truly committed to the program. So I invite you to check those out on our academy or our website, onelightahead.com. You can also listen in on our Freedom Fridays or our podcast, and please consider joining us for our Trailblazer Summit event in August in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. You can go to Trailblazer 2021, trailblazersummit.com, and a couple other resources on our website, etc. They're on our bottom page. Thank you for listening and learning what our top 7 are for resilience. Love to hear your thoughts and your stories, and we appreciate your time. Have an amazing 2021.